It's time for Timothy. Yes, it's time for that little mouse with the big message to pop into your television set, along with his wonderful friends. So come and see if Kathleen finds her courage to go through the forbidden basement door.
Here's that spooky house I told you about. Isn't it scary looking?
Yeah. Wouldn't it be neat if we could explore inside?
Nobody's ever been in that house. Mr. Meek keeps strictly to himself.
Let's sit down here and wait for Kathleen. She ought to be along any minute.
Oh, I wouldn't bet on it. She probably met Mercedes and they're talking about hair bows or something else dumb.
Say, Timothy, how come you asked her along on her hike anyway?
Uncle Matthew suggested it. He said I'd hurt her feelings.
You mean about her being only a girl? Well, it's true.
Uncle Matthew says some girls get put down so much they don't try very hard.
They begin to believe they can't do anything?
Exactly. Kathleen isn't trying very hard to keep up with us, is she?
Gee, I'm sorry I'm late. I met Mercedes and we started talking, and when I looked up, you both were out of sight.
See what I mean, Ezra?
Yeah, girls will be girls.
And boys will be mean. You promised Uncle Matthew you'd stop teasing girls all the time.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. I must hurry, 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 hurry,
Hi,
hurry.
Mr. Meek. Is something wrong?
Oh, yes, indeed, Timothy. My sister is very ill, and I must catch the bus immediately. Immediately, do you hear?
Can I do anything?
Oh, would you, Timothy, would you? Would you check my house each day while I'm gone? Bring in the newspapers and the mail. Here's the key to the house. And $1 for your trouble. Thank you so very much. Goodbye.
Wait,
Goodbye.
Mr. Meek, I can't.
Here comes my bus. Must go. Goodbye.
Oh.
And stay out of the basement. The basement, do you
wait.
hear?
Does he always hurry like that?
Oh, I guess so. Hey, Ezra, here's our chance to get a look at the inside of that house.
Not me. I'm not going in there. It's too scary looking. I'd be afraid.
Timothy, you and I will be working on Aunt Agatha's farm all next week.
Yeah, that only leaves one person to do the job.
Oh, no, you don't. I can't. I'm just a girl.
But you and Uncle Matthew were always bragging that girls can do anything that boys can do.
Think of all the brave women there have been. Think of Esther in the Bible.
Yeah, Esther wasn't afraid. She saved all her people. She might have been killed, but she wasn't one bit scared.
Well, she was a queen, and even she might have been afraid of a haunted house. I just know that house is full of werewolves and ghosts.
Oh, wait till I tell Uncle Matthew about brave Kathleen.
You stop teasing me. I don't mind going in Mr. Meek's house. I just don't want to go alone the first time. Will you go with me, please?
Okay, Kathleen. Ez and I will go with you today. You don't need to be afraid. Just pretend you're Queen Esther, routing out demons and werewolves and creatures like that.
We'll look around here, Kathleen, while Timothy's checking upstairs. That door must lead into the living room. That's the kitchen, and that's the...
I think that's the door to the basement.
I wonder why Mr. Meek doesn't want us to go down there. Ah! Don't scream in my ear, Kathleen.
Did you see it? Did you see that thing? It ran into the living room. Let's get out of here, Ezra. Come on.
Now, don't panic.
Well, hurry. Open the door.
I can't. The door's stuck. I can't open it.
What was that? Oh, Ezra, it's the werewolf. I knew this house was haunted.
Now, cut that out, Kathleen. There is no such creature. Besides, there's something about that laugh.
Oh.
Stand here beside the door.
Oh. Ah!
Ha! I gotcha. Here's your wolf, Kathleen. Only he looks like a rotten tomato to me.
Timothy Church Mouse.
Boy, oh boy, did I scare you. I think it's a werewolf, Ezra, or a thing.
That's not funny, Timothy. Locking the door on us and then rattling chains and making spooky sounds.
And that thing in the basement, Mr. Smarty. Mr. Meek told us to stay out of the basement. When did you put it there?
I wasn't near the basement. I came through the kitchen.
Well, then what flashed out of the basement and into the living room?
I'm not going to stick around to find out. Come on, Kathleen, let's go. Timothy could finish his inspection all by himself.
That's fine with me. Don't leave me behind in this house, Ezra.
Aw, don't be mad. I was just kidding. Wait for me. I'll be finished in a few minutes.
And have you play more tricks? No, thanks.
Boy, what sore heads. Can't even take a little joke. And Kathleen, is she ever chicken? I'm glad she's gone. She'd be so scared she'd be no use at all. Funny how some people are spooked by squeaky doors and rattling chains. Of course, I know there aren't such things as ghosts. I'll just lock up the kitchen door and get out of here. But could there really be something in there? Oh, It's probably just the wind. But I'll never find out if I run away. And Mr. Meek paid me to check things out. Doesn't sound too ferocious. Oh, I wish it wasn't so dark in there. Help! Help! Let me go! Let me go!
Ezra! Wait! I can't keep up with you. He's gone. It's really hard to be a girl sometimes. Oops!
Don't step on me.
I won't. Why are you lying there in the path, Wilma Worm?
It doesn't make any difference where I lie. Everybody steps on me.
Then why don't you move?
Because nobody expects a worm to turn. So I just lie here and get stepped on. But you, Kathleen, you should turn and go back to Timothy.
Why should I do that? I'm very angry with Timothy.
Because everybody expects you to. If I have to be a worm who doesn't turn, you should be a doormat. That's all we girls are good for.
I'm not going back. Timothy is always putting me down. Are you going to move out of my way?
All right, if you must go on. But it seems a shame. Young folks nowadays pay no attention to tradition.
I ought to go back. I feel bad leaving Timothy alone. He did offer to help me inspect the house, and he did ask me along on his hike. It's just that he always plays jokes on people and should be taught a lesson. What shall I do?
Stand back! Don't come closer or I'll shoot!
Oh, Patty Porcupine, hold fire! It's only me, Kathleen. You act as if everyone is your enemy.
Not everybody, only boys. With them I am always vigilant, fighting to protect my rights. Do you know what that unspeakable Ezra did just now? Came down the path and demanded I let him pass.
Did you let him pass, Patty?
Of course not. And it's not Patty, you wishy-washy creature. It's Pat Porcupine, equal and independent, and in fact, superior to Ezra and Timothy and you spineless thing.
I'm not spineless. Wilma Worm is the spineless one. She doesn't respect herself. But I'm not like you either. You don't respect anyone, and you fight with everybody. Let me pass, do you hear?
Oh, very well. But here's a line down the middle of the path. You stay on your side, and I'll stay on mine.
Must you rush along so, Sherry?
Oh, hi, Mignon. I'm hurrying to catch up with Ezra.
I passed him running through the sycamore grove just now. He seems so very upset.
Timothy played a joke on us. A scary joke. Ezra really got mad at Timothy.
Yes, boys do not like to show their fear, especially in front of girls. Are you angry with Timothy?
Not anymore. Oh, Mignon, I don't know who or what I am anymore.
Oh, tell me about it, Sherry.
It's being a girl. Should I be like Patty? I mean Pine, demanding to be treated with respect and be equal and fighting all the time? Or
what, Sherry?
Or should I be like Wilma Worm, never questioning, always obeying, and sometimes suffering unjustly?
Well, God says we are to be helpmates. And helpmates are people first, and boys and girls second.
I see. I guess I haven't been much help to Timothy. He was afraid to stay in that old house, too, I could tell. But he wouldn't show it. He's there all alone. I'll go back and try to help him.
Oh, I think you'll find out who and what you are also. Goodbye, Sherry. Goodbye.
Let me go, do you hear? Let me go!
I'll let go of your arm if you let go of my ear.
Why, it's only Caruso.
Of course it's a Caruso. What are you doing here, Tim?
I'm inspecting Mr. Meek's house. Nobody's allowed in this house. What are you doing here?
I'm looking for a place to rest up after my late evening concerts. You'd think I'd get a little appreciation from my neighbors for entertaining them every night. Instead, I get the bruises and the bumps from musicators who hurl shoes at me, and now you attack me.
Well, it serves you right for frightening us like you did. Why didn't you tell Ezra and Kathleen who you were?
They scared me. I didn't stay to see who it was there. I just ran in the living room, looking for a place to hide.
Well, okay, Caruso, but you'll have to leave now. I've got to finish my inspection.
I knew it was too good to last. A whole empty house to relax in every day.
Oh, why don't you go over to Ezra's house tonight and sing for him? He told me you have such an unusual voice.
Hey, you did? Well, that's the first compliment I've ever had on my singing. I'll surprise Ezra with my complete repertoire tonight. It will take hours. Ciao, Timothy.
So long, Crusoe. Ezra will be so mad he won't sleep a wink tonight. There, I've finished inspecting. The house is okay. But Crusoe did say he got in through an open window in the basement. Maybe I should go down there and close it before somebody else sneaks in. But then Mr. Meek warned us not to go into the basement. Wonder why? I'll bet he didn't remember he left a window open. Gee, those stairs look dark and spooky. Aw, there's nothing to be afraid of. Besides, I'm curious to see what's down there. Well, here goes.
Oops, almost ran you down, Kathleen. Sorry about that.
Caruso, where are you going in such a hurry?
Home. I'm so happy. I actually have a fan. Someone who loves my singing. I must hurry home and spray my throat so I'll be in good voice tonight.
Who would be a fan of your singing, Caruso?
Ezra. He told Timothy he really liked to hear me sing. Timothy suggested I entertain Ezra tonight.
Timothy did that? Where did you see Timothy?
Back at the old Meek house. I rather frightened you coming out of the basement like a shot, didn't I? So long, Kathleen.
So long, Caruso. Well, it sounds as if Timothy's in no great danger, but really, what a crummy trick. Telling Caruso that Ezra likes his awful singing, so Caruso will go yowl under his window all night. Wait till I see Timothy.
There's sure a lot of stuff in this basement. I'll have to watch where I'm going. What's that noise? Sounds like something's down here. Get off! Get off, do you hear? Oh, it's only cobwebs. I'll be glad to get out of here. Oh, there's the open window. No wonder Mr. Meek didn't want us to come down here. It's so dirty and damp. I bet the beams holding up this house are 1,000,000 years old. It's too high. I can't reach. I know. I'll stand on this old box. Careful now. There, got it. Wait! Hey, the box is slipping. I'm falling. I'll grab that beam. Oh, it's moving. It's giving way. Help! Help! It's coming down.
Timothy, are you here? He doesn't answer. Maybe it's another of his icky jokes. Come out. I know you're here someplace. Gosh, what'll I do now? Funny, I hear a tapping sound. Maybe that's Timothy. It's coming from the pantry. No, from the living room. No, where is it coming from? It was only a leaky faucet in the kitchen. But I still don't find Timothy. I haven't checked the living room. There's nothing in there. Uh-oh, what's that on the floor? Why, it's the key. He's gotta be here. Timothy, where are you? There's no place left except the basement. Timothy, are you down there? Oh, that's not Timothy, but something's down there. Oh, I'm so afraid. What should I do? Timothy must be in trouble. I better go down there. I know I'm only a girl, but if he needs me, I'll be brave and do everything I can to help him. God will help me be brave. Timothy? Can you hear me? What's that noise? Oh! Get off me! Go away! Whatever you are! Leave me alone! They're gone. Bats! Ugh!
Kathleen, over here.
Someone called my name. Over there by the window, where that beam fell down.
Kathleen, here. I'm over here.
Timothy! Oh, Timothy, you're hurt.
That beam fell on me. I'm pinned under the beam.
It sounds like the other beams might collapse. We must get out of here fast, Timothy.
Run, Kathleen, get out of the basement.
So that's why Mr. Meek told us not to go in the basement. The beams are weak. Oh, what'll we do? Dear God, even though I'm only a girl, show me how I can help Timothy, please. Don't worry, Timothy. I'm sure God heard me. Let's see if I can lift the beam. It's too heavy. I can't move it.
You'll have to go for help.
Wait a minute. I have an idea. We'll make a seesaw.
This is no time for games, Kathleen.
Timothy, remember when we took a log and placed a board over it to make a seesaw?
Uncle Matthew was explaining how leverage works, but how...
Well, here's a keg of nails. I'll roll it next to you.
I think you'll find a board over under the window.
Now, when I move, you try to pull yourself out.
You're not strong enough, Kathleen. It'll never work.
Yes, it will. Are you ready?
Okay.
It's coming.
Raise it a little higher.
It's too heavy.
I was almost free.
I'll try again. This time I'll really bounce on it.
Careful. It's working just a little more.
Oh, dear Lord, thank you. Oh!
Hurry up the steps. Kathleen, I hope I never again hear you say, I'm only a girl. That was quick thinking, remembering how leverage works. You saved my life.
When we're in a tough spot, God shows us a way out, but we have to use our heads. I guess the Bible verse we learned last Sunday will always be my favorite.
Which verse is that, Kathleen?
For God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of love and of power and of a sound mind.
I sure learned a lesson, too. Playing pranks can sometimes lead to trouble. I don't blame you and Ezra for walking out on me, but I'm sure glad you came back, Kathleen.
So am I.
Ezra told me you're going to have to take it easy for a few days, Timothy, so I've come over to entertain you. There's nothing like a little music to cheer one up. Listen to this.